What if I told you July 2025 might be the most chaotic month for gamers this year? Not just because your backlog's already begging for mercy, but because every genre is dropping heat. From brutal zombie shooters and emotional stealth adventures to nostalgic skateboarding comebacks, anime fighters, and even a cycling journey through the afterlife, it's all happening, and most of us aren't ready. But don't worry, we've got you covered. This isn't just a list of new games. It's a hand-picked breakdown of the 10 most exciting, surprising, and must-watch titles launching in July, including one wild-card anime fighter at number 1 you probably didn't even know existed. So grab your wish lists and brace your wallets, because here are the top 10 new games of July 2025. Ranked. Number 10. Grounded 2. Shrunk down, bugged out. You're small, the world is huge, and this time you can ride spiders into battle. Grounded 2 is the follow-up to Obsidian's hit backyard survival game, and it's expanding in every possible direction. The map, 3 times larger. The combat, more refined. The biggest headline, tameable and rideable bugs. Yeah, ants, spiders, beetles, now they're mounts. Developers dropped Xbox One support just to make room for all this madness, and honestly, it shows. The game looks sharper, smoother, and far more dynamic than its predecessor. It's launching in early access first, but fans are already calling this the version Grounded should have been from the start. Grounded 2 releases July 29th on PC and Xbox Series. And from Backyard Mayhem, we roll straight into something a little more nostalgic. Number 9. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, Kick-Flipped and Recharged. Grab your deck, dust off your muscle memory, and get ready to grind like it's the early 2000s again. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 is the long-awaited follow-up to the successful remake of 1 plus 2, and it's finally here with remastered visuals, updated mechanics, and yes, that iconic soundtrack. Well, most of it. Every park from the originals is back, alongside enhanced Create a Skater, new Game Plus, and revamped Career Mode, though that last part has sparked a bit of controversy. Some longtime fans aren't thrilled about the changes to how progression works. But let's be honest, the moment that first warehouse grind hits, all complaints are probably going out the window. This is pure skate nostalgia with a slick modern polish, and it drops July 11th on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. And now that we've gone back to the golden era, let's talk about a futuristic reboot that packs way more than nostalgia. Number 8. RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business. He's back, again, and this time, he's not just dishing out justice, he's freezing enemies solid and piloting a full-blown war mech. Unfinished Business is a standalone expansion to RoboCop Rogue City, meaning you don't even need the original game to jump in. Set inside the chaotic Omni Tower, this one throws everything at the wall. New weapons like the Cryo Cannon, playable Alex Murphy flashbacks, and best of all, you get to pilot the ED-209. Yeah, that massive death machine from the movies? You're in the driver's seat now. If you like the original RoboCop City, this is basically more of everything. More action, more tech, more over-the-top justice. Unfinished Business drops July 17th on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. But from robotic vengeance, we take a sharp turn into a haunting stealth mystery that plays more like prestige TV. Number 7. Eriksholm, The Stolen Dream. Indie scale, Hollywood feel. Imagine a gritty, emotional stealth thriller, but it's top-down, handcrafted by a 16-person team, and it looks like it could be an HBO series. That's Eriksholm, The Stolen Dream, a cinematic stealth adventure set in a dystopian Nordic city where you play as a teenage orphan searching for her missing brother. Simple premise, right? Until you uncover a conspiracy big enough to threaten the entire city. You control 3 protagonists, Hana, Alva, and Sebastian, each with unique skills, swapping between them to solve puzzles, sneak past guards, and piece together the truth. Players who got hands-on with early demos say it feels like playing through a slow-burn thriller, moody, atmospheric, and emotionally loaded. Eriksholm drops July 15th on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series, and it might just be this month's biggest surprise. But if stealth and story aren't your thing, don't worry, things are about to get very weird. Number 6. Shadow Labyrinth, a maze you'll want to get lost in. Forget everything you think you know about Pac-Man. Shadow Labyrinth is a dark, sci-fi Metroidvania that barely wears the classic arcade game's face, but underneath, it's a twisted, alien maze where you fight, explore, and survive. You play as Swordsman number 8, guided by a floating orb named Puck, navigating mysterious corridors filled with deadly enemies and secrets. The pixel art is sharp, the combat tight, and the world? Think Pac-Man Championship Edition meets Metroid with a heavy sci-fi vibe. It's one of those games where you really need to play to understand its charm, but it looks promising enough to grab curiosity fast. Shadow Labyrinth launches July 18th on PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Ready to get darker? Because the next game brings feathers, fury, and some serious inner demons. Number 5. Wuchang Fallen Feathers, Soulslike with a feathered twist. Imagine Sekiro and Bloodborne colliding in ancient China. That's Wuchang Fallen Feathers for you. You play as an amnesiac pirate, slowly turning into a monstrous bird creature, battling both deadly foes and your own inner demon. Every kill and death leaves a glowing red mark on your neck, making you stronger, but also more vulnerable. Die with the mark active, and your inner demon fights back as a boss, wielding your weapons and abilities. It's a clever blend of narrative and gameplay, tying your character's curse directly to combat mechanics. With a $49 price tag and a high-budget feel, this game lands July 23rd on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. From ancient demons, we shift gears to a much more calm, almost meditative journey. Number 4. Wheel World, Pedal Through the Afterlife. What if Journey and Spiritfarer had a baby, and it was all about biking through the great beyond? Wheel World is an open-world cycling adventure where you ferry spirits to their final destination, gliding across surreal landscapes, customizing your ride, and uncovering quiet, emotional stories along the way. It's not about speed or stunts, it's about connection, peace, and that slow-burn, cozy exploration that hits way harder than you expect. This could easily be July's sleeper indie hit, the kind of game that sneaks up on you and lingers for days. Wheel World releases July 23rd on PC, Nintendo Switch, PS5, and Xbox Series. But if you want intensity, not introspection, our next game went from near disaster to total redemption. Number 3. Killing Floor 3, Blood, Bullets, and Beta Rage. When your beta is so rough that it makes Cyberpunk 2077's launch look clean, you either fold or you fight back. Killing Floor 3 chose to fight. After heavy fan backlash, the devs took a 4-month detour to overhaul everything, and it looks like it paid off. Set 70 years after the last game, you play as part of Nightfall, a rebel group facing off against the Horzine bioengineered nightmares. These aren't your average Zeds. They're smarter, faster, and way more brutal. It's pure chaos. 6-player co-op, hyper-violent gunplay, and enough gore to make a butcher weep. Think Left 4 Dead meets Doom with a cyberpunk edge. After that beta mess, expectations were low. But this July, it might just rise from the dead in more ways than one. Killing Floor 3 hits PC, PS5, and Xbox Series on July 24th. Speaking of iconic returns, let's talk about a Kong-sized comeback. Number 2. Donkey Kong Bananza, swinging into the future. The King of the Jungle is back, and this time he's going full Odyssey. Donkey Kong Bananza reimagines the classic country formula with destructible environments, hybrid 2D/3D platforming, and open zone level design built from the ground up for the Nintendo Switch 2. This is the kind of game you didn't know you wanted until you saw it in motion. Now, it's sitting near the top of every fan's wish list. Donkey Kong Bananza swings onto Switch 2 this July 17th. But before we wrap, there's one brand new anime fighter that's got fans buzzing, and it might just steal the whole month. Number 1. Hunter x Hunter, Nen x Impact, Anime Brawler of the Month. Get ready to throw hands, Nen style. Hunter x Hunter, Nen x Impact is a flashy, fast-paced 2.5D tag team fighter developed by Aiding, the studio behind Dragon Ball FighterZ, so you already know the combo potential is wild. You'll be tagging in with fan favorites like Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Hisoka, and more, all powered by their own unique Nen abilities. With gorgeous anime visuals, crisp animation, and deep mechanics tied to the Nen system, this fighter is shaping up to be a real contender, not just for fans of the anime, but for the FGC too. If it sticks the landing, this could be July's sleeper game of the year. Nen x Impact drops July 17th on PC, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. Thanks for sticking with me through July's wildest game releases. Whether you're into battling demons, skating old school, or chilling in the Shire, this month has something that's sure to grab your attention. Which game are you most hyped for? Drop your pick in the comments. I want to hear what you're adding to your wish list. If you enjoyed this countdown, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for fresh gaming news every week. Hit the bell so you never miss a new video. Until next time, I'm Disaster, and I'll catch you in the next one.